Hey everybody, so here's an email question I received from somebody called Richard. It says, "Hey sir, first and foremost, I absolutely love your videos. They've helped me many times over." Well, thank you, Richard. Okay, quick question. I received an offer last week for a position at a new company. I should be receiving another offer today from a company I would love to work for. The first company needs an answer by today. How can I follow up with the second company to ensure we get the offer today? Should I email or call and be transparent about needing the offer to decide between the two? I'm at the final stage with both of these companies and they both have expressed interest in bringing me on board. I can pay you for this advice whichever way you would like. Well, thank you very much, Richard. No need to pay me. Here's the deal. Okay, now I'm going on the assumption that your employment situation is that you need a job. Okay, so being left with no job after this would be unacceptable to you. Okay, so if that is the case, from what you described, okay, there isn't really a lot of choice here. You need to go with the one offer you have, which is from the first company. Okay, they've given you a deadline. You say the deadline expires today, so you better accept that offer. Okay. Now, the second company, they've made you some kind of a verbal promise that they will send you an offer, but that hasn't happened yet. Okay, and you're pretty much out of time. So if a job is important to you and you must have one of these jobs, unfortunately, the only thing to do is accept the offer from the first company. And that's what I would recommend. Now, if, and this is a big if your situation is such that if you are left with neither of these jobs, that still would be acceptable to you. That would be tolerable. If that is the case, and you really want to work for the second company, in that case, that's the only time when I would pursue trying to receive an offer from the second company and trying to expedite that. Okay, trying to speed that up. Okay, if you really want to work for the second company and you don't want to work for the first company, then I would pursue the second company, but this has a lot of risk. A lot of times, especially from hiring managers or recruiters or anybody in the HR hierarchy, actually, their verbal promise is not worth very much. So until you get an offer in your hand, you can regard that as nothing, as it not materializing. It doesn't become real until you receive the offer in writing, in your hand. Okay? That's the reality. Now, if you really do want to pursue this company, you're asking here, should I email or call? Yes, definitely. I wouldn't email, I would call. And yes, you should be transparent and tell it like it is. Say, look, I would love to work for you guys. Unfortunately, I haven't received an offer from you yet. However, I have received an offer for another company that expires at the end of the day. And unless I have something from you in writing very, very soon, I'm forced to go with this other company. Okay? Now, if they hear that and they don't care, that tells you something. You go with company A. Okay? No doubt whatsoever. That signals that they're really not that serious. Okay? And they haven't even given you an offer. So as far as you're concerned, they haven't given you anything. If, however, they scramble to give you an offer by the end of the day, and it's a good offer, signaling that they're serious about it, then, well, obviously you would take the offer from the second company. Okay? So that's the reality. When it comes to having two offers, remember, I hate to use these cliches, but it's true. A bird in the hand is worth two in the bush. If you have an offer, that's real. If you don't have an offer, but you have a verbal promise or a verbal agreement that you will get an offer, that's not real. It's not real until you receive it in writing. Okay? So hopefully that puts the problem in perspective for you and maybe clarifies things based on what your situation is. But hopefully that makes sense. Thank you very much for listening this long. You guys are awesome. Never forget, you are awesome. And I will see you on the next video. Take care.